What's up, guys? Like, comment, subscribe. Just doing a quick recap of the Utah Jazz OKC Thunder game. The Utah Jazz moved to 2-1 after the victory. They ultimately win the game 110 to 109 over the Oklahoma City Thunder, who lose their first game of the season. But if you're an OKC fan, even though you did pick up the lose, again, another super good game for them playing against a tough team, kept it close the whole time, even in the quarter where offensively Utah really put it together and dropped 35 points, the Thunder matched them. So the Thunder at no point were outmatched. And in a separate recap mentioning the Grizzlies obviously losing Morant, how bad the Warriors have been. The Thunder were a team that at the start of the year, just I guess a week and a half ago, were viewed as probably the bottom tier team in not only the Western Conference but the NBA. But seeing how they're playing already, honestly, they might be fighting for a playoff spot. I mean, even without Shea having as great as a game as he's had already, again, Dort steps up for similarly to what he did towards the end of last year. Unfortunately, they can't get the W, but again, he puts up 26 points in his own right. Moving on to Utah, however, just goes to show the depth that they have. The fact that guys like Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert haven't had a substantial game yet this season, and they still have a winning record already. It just goes to show that every night someone different is able to chip in. And not only that, even though Mitchell and Gobert haven't, let's say, had over 30 points in any of the games yet, they have been regularly getting around that 20 per game mark. I know obviously Gobert only ends up with 12 tonight. However, he is still super efficient in that regard. I mean, Conley, Mitchell, and Jordan Clarkson all finished with 16 or more. And Conley and Mitchell each finished with 20. And this is, I believe, the second game in a row where they had, I want to say, four guys finish with 16 or 18 or more points. So in terms of the depth Utah has in terms of their top six, I mean, that can't be denied. They're probably one of the deeper teams in the league, and that's going to help them not just in the regular season, in the playoffs as well. And the fact that they're able to close out these, actually win these close games, definitely is pretty substantial for them too. It's a team that compared to last year, their three-point shooting hasn't been as efficient so far. But if they could piece that together as well, then I mean that's just going to go even farther for them. In terms of the shooting itself, they did shoot 50% tonight. Obviously, great in that regard. Look decent from the free throw line. They do out rebound OKC as well. There's nothing really that bad, I guess you could say, about Utah tonight. And same goes with OKC. Neither team played bad by any means. They both, as mentioned, had a very good third quarter offensively, bit of a defensive lapse, but overall pretty good defensive game. 110 points isn't necessarily the worst type of game that's allowed based on the type of scoring we see in the NBA today. In the Western Conference, where it's even more high scoring, it just goes to show again that these are two pretty sound teams on both ends of the court. Utah obviously is the better team on paper and on the court, which shows a bit in this game. But I think the real bright spot obviously is the OKC Thunder being able to hang in there, make this a 1 point game, almost pull out the victory, getting contributions from multiple guys. And throughout the year, I do think we're going to see them steal a lot of games that we originally didn't think they would, especially if guys like George Hill could continue being so efficient. Shea keeps having obviously decent games. You have Dort, who regularly seems like he's going to be able to put up well over 15 per game. So overall, OKC doesn't seem like they're going to drop off that much from last year as we might have expected, and that's exciting when you see a potential bottom tier team, obviously proving everyone wrong, and I hope they can continue to do that. But definitely subscribe if you guys can, like and comment, let us know what you guys think, and we'll be back with some more content soon.